Because the search process, research process comprises of 5 chapters, apart from the preliminaries. So here we'll be looking at the chapter 2, which is the review of literatures in nursing research. And I want you to follow me because I have much to say, and I want to believe that you understand as we go in the course of the lecture. Now, this outline, we'll be looking at the introduction, the definition of literature review, importance of literature review, purpose of literature review, attributes of a good literature review, types of literature review, sources of literature review, resources of literature review. Then we look at the steps in conducting literature review, then the content of the review, and finally the conclusion. Now, by the way of introduction, the literature review tells the reader what other researchers have discovered about the paper's topic or title, or tell the readers about other research that is relevant to the topic. A literature review should shape the way the readers think about the topic. It educates readers about what the community of scholars says about the topic and its surrounding issues. The other thing is that the idea must be substantiated and supported from community of scholars, depending from where they are. And what that simply means that as you research the literature, and you are trying to put up some write-up, you must always recognize and identify the source of those information, and you must cite them, must reference them in the course of your write-up. So still on the introduction, the literature review has its own voice. The sources of information are not excessively quoted or copied and pasted. Now this time around, you are not expected to, even though an information may be highly relevant to what you are studying, you are not expected to only copy and paste. You still need to do what? Review it and summarize it in your own words. So instead, the authors put facts and ideas into these our own words while pointing out where the information came from. So literature review have parenthetical citation running through. Yes, that is one of the beauty of literature review because it is scientific. All those words are not your own personal words, and you need to cite. You need to tell us where exactly you got all those information. And because there may be need for whoever that is reading or the reader to also want to learn more, so you must cite the source. So literature review have, these are part of the systematic way to document where fact and idea came from, allowing the skeptical reader to look up anything that is questionable. Most of the things, because some of these literatures, so some of the researchers are so familiar with some author, with some concept, with some topic, and you discover that in the course of reading through your work, and you are, it's either whether you are not citing properly or when you cite an information in a way that is questionable or skeptical. So the reader may want to further confirm whether your source is true. Then I want to look at the definition of literature review. A literature review is a comprehensive and up-to-date overview of published information on a subject area which demands a careful examination of the body of literature that has been published that helps answer the research question. Yes, when you are reviewing, you need to review in line with some of the concepts in your title. There's some of the concepts that comes up in your objective formulated, the question you have asked, and the hypothesis. So you review in line and accordingly in a systematic and a serial way, so that an individual that is reading will be follow. Then it includes scholar journals, scholar books, authoritative databases, primary sources, and grade literature, according to the MIFA Health Science Library 2024. So what that simply means that most of these literatures are gotten from the scholar journals. You know, we have many journals. It's that journals of nursing. Now, scholarly books, then the authoritative database. So there are some databases that, you know, like Cochrane and some others. So they are very, very vital when you are doing literature reviewing. So we want to look at the importance of literature review. So it is important because it presents the state of the science of accumulated knowledge on a specific topic. It summarizes, analyzes, and compares the available research. It also reports on the strengths and weaknesses, results, gaps in the research, conclusion, and author's interpretation. No matter what is said, because what you are researching on is on a problem. And when you are talking of a problem, you are talking about a gap on a particular issues of knowledge to be studied. Identify questions a body of research does not answer. Then it helps the researcher to get acquainted with the relevant theories, strategies, tools, and instruments for completion. For a good review of literature must be comprehensive. It should include up-to-date references. So, both in text and the reference list. Then it should be systematic, reproducible, free from bias, well written, in the form of some of its parts. Then it must be clearly searched and selected. Now I want to look at the times. So, and this at the time we have a traditional or narrative literature review. So this type of research critiques and summarize summaries of the body of literature and draws conclusion about the topic.
Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Osho, for that good presentation on literature review. From what he has said, he was able to give you the advantages of literature review and even talk about citation of sources of information. So it is very, very important that you have to cite all the authors and the year that you have used during your literature review. Without doing so, you are plagiarizing. And plagiarism in Nigeria is 5 years imprisonment. So you don't need to do that. You don't need to plagiarize. So any source of information, you need to do what? You need to cite the information. Give us the year of that author during citation, and all the things about that particular author. You let us know that one at the back under your reference. Even talk about type of review that you have primary, secondary, and tertiary, and give us sources of what? Of literature review. So he was able to tell us about the electronic-based use of search engines. Search engines. So if you want to know more about literature, just Google and write search engines on so about your topic. It's going to give you all the area that you are going to Google and get all your information. And apart from that, you can even check it from the journal. Even cited that of journals of nursing, we have international journals, we have local journals. All those things you need to bring them up and then you search for all your information. When you now go for some conference paper, in that one, all those conference papers, you will see some related things to your topic. You can even use that. But let me now come low to the undergraduate student. So when you are talking about literature review, you need to use recent literature. So undergraduate level, when you want to do whether university project or professional project, you're supposed to search for recent literature. That one must not be lesser than 2019 upward. You should not be seeing both Chicago's citation in all your literature review. So you are going to use recent literature search. And when you are talking about literature search, especially the undergraduate, must take into consideration conceptual literature review, theoretical literature review, and empirical literature review. All these three literature review are very, very vital in all your literature search. And when you are doing that one, your conceptual literature must be written in line with your specific objectives. So all the objectives that you have written at the beginning, after literature, after the title, you are going to write the objective and then specific objective. Those specific objectives will show you all the variables. So all those variables must appear in your what? In your conceptual literature review. Then going to theoretical literature review, what are those theories relating to your topic? You need to search for that. And some of the theory may be old. That one is acceptable because the theory are old but still related to your work. So you need to cite it and then you relate it and then you also apply it. There's something we call application of theory to what? To your study. So you need to do that one too under literature review. Talking about empirical review, in that one, who are those studies that have done your related work? You need to look at that and then bring their findings to your own study. And then what have they said in that empirical studies relating to your own work? You need to do that. After this, we talk about literature gap. What are those things that other people have written in that literature that I have not seen? That means now your turn. That is why you are going back. That is research. You are searching for it because other authors have not done that one before. You are now doing that one. That one will now be your gap, and that one will give the reason why you are doing that study. Because you have seen a gap in what other authors have done in the literature. But that area that you want to do, maybe they have done it in abroad, but in your own local government area, they have not done it there. So that's the reason why you want to do it. So that's a gap. You have to write the gap why you are doing that one. That one is very important. So, and apart from that, you avoid using of initials in citation of literature review. I mean the undergraduates. I know that some of the masters may also be making that mistake. It's an error. You should not do citation and put initials in the body of the work. All the initials must be under the references at the back of your work. So initials must not be part of your literature review. And you're supposed to know the guidelines to your literature. Whatever type of literature that you are doing, you need to know the guideline, either postgraduate or the undergraduate. For that of undergraduate, we are using APA format. And we are also using APA format for postgraduate. But there are some specific things peculiar to postgraduate and there are some specific things peculiar to undergraduate. So for the undergraduate, all the professional guidelines, because we are going to write for general nursing, for midwifery, for public health nursing, you're supposed to know the guideline organized by Nurse American Council of Nigeria. And that one is that thing that we are using for our work, our degree program, BNSC. So thank you. You are all welcome.
Let's clap for her. She was able to talk much about and summarize what Mr. Joshua have said about literature review. We are taking one more presentation, then we engage in a little exercise. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just one more. Hello. Are we together? I guess you're all enjoying this and rapping something. Yes or yes? Oh, yes or no? Okay. So the first presenter, the personal, and you're in Camp A, and the title and topic is how to navigate. Please listen and listen well. How to navigate the maze, exploring effective research methods in nursing study. Methods. So in all of this, chapter 1, chapter 2, what method am I going to use to navigate this title of mine? So welcome. Thank you.
The HOD medical surgical nursing, Dr. O.Y. and Mrs. OPD Amao. The first coordinator, the first handler in charge of this course, Dr. A. Olakile, my professional colleagues, and the student nurses in attendance. We all know that research work is systematic in nature And having gone through the first chapter, which is the chapter 1, which has told us about the research topic, the chapter 2, which has told us about the literature review, then with the next one to be considered is the research methodology. Even having selected a good research topic and having gone through the literature review, your conceptual literature review has been done, the empirical review has been done, and you have a theory that is backing up your study. With that good methodology, you cannot come up with a good research work. So this leads us to the topic: how to navigate the make exploring effective research methods in nursing studies. My name is Ayoyinka Adebamike Adenike.
Continue.
The table of contents to be followed are research methods, quantitative research methodology, strength of quantitative research methodology, limitations of quantitative research methodology, quantitative research methodology, strength, qualitative research methodology, limitations of research methodology, mixed method of methodology, choosing the right research method, reliability and validity of research findings, conclusion and references. Different way of collecting, studying, understanding, organizing and analyzing information are covered by research methodologies. There are two main types of research methods, and these are qualitative and qualitative, and they are recognized, each of them with their own challenges and their strengths. Decision about what is going to be studied, how information is going to be collected, and how it's going to be analyzed have to be made by the researcher. Important information is found by researchers that is being smart about the decision they made to explore their way through the research process. Research encompasses the utilization of intuition, innovation, and imagination. Distinctly the process of creating understanding from an abstract concept. Qualitative research are highlighted by Crestwell 2009 as a systematic method with intuitive insight enriching the depth of findings. According to Nellis 2016, critical thinking enables researchers to evaluate evidence rigorously, question assumptions, and make well-reasoned judgments. The previous presenter they have told us this. Researcher need, for a research to be well carried out, the researcher needs to be somebody that has critical thinking and judgmental thinking. The importance of research lies not only on its outcomes, yes, but it's also in the journey of discovery, the application of critical thinking skills across the discipline. Research combines scientific principles with artistic endeavors requiring precision, predictability, and empirical evidences. These are the things that need to be combined before a good research work can be completed. Research rigors, according to Crestwell 2018, emphasizes the meticulous attention to detail and adherence to methodological procedures for reliable and credible outcomes. Methodology provides a systematic framework for investigating questions, collecting data, and analyzing findings. Yes, having generated your research questions, having selected a good research topic, the questions have been generated, objectives have been generated, your reviews have been done, the conceptual review, empirical review, and the theoretical review. With how do we go about? How does the researcher want to go about the research work has to be stated in the research methodology. Methodological review involves selecting appropriate designs. Yeah, design has to be selected. Is it qualitative or qualitative research design? Sampling techniques has to be selected. Who are the population to be worked with? They have to be selected. And data collection methods along with research objectives. evidence-based approaches integrate empirical evidence with expertise and values to inform decision-making and advance knowledge. Research methods help researchers to navigate through different types of research types. There are a lot of types in the research writing, but the research method will help the researcher to navigate through these different tasks. Research methodologies encompass various approaches to collecting, analyzing, organizing, and interpreting data. Each research methodology presents its own opportunities and challenges. I said each of them have their own strengths and their weaknesses. Each research method journey involves critical decision about sampling, qualitative research, and plus qualitative research is one of the methods that can be employed in research writing. Qualitative research employs numerical data to investigate phenomena and inferences, while it aims to quantify relationships and patterns. Statistical analysis, providing objective and replicable findings. It involves numerical data collection and analysis through experiment and statistical analysis. These are the methods that are used during qualitative research methodology. It utilizes the structured instruments such as surveys, experiments, or observations to gather quantitative data from participants or sources. These are the methods that can be used to gather information from the participants. It systematically selects representative samples from population. Each method like random sampling, ensuring the reliability of results. The when samples are selected randomly, the subject, they have equal chance of being selected, and the researcher is not very happy about the sampling method. And that's the best way of carrying out the research. It summarizes and describes data using measures such as mean, median, mode, and statistical deviation. It allows researchers to make predictions and draw conclusions about population that is based on sample data using techniques like t-test, ANOVA, and regression analysis. Strength of quantitative research. Now, I said it during the course of presentation that each of
sorry for the disruption. She was presenting the name of Mamoto Johnson Science Amy. Expanding and craft innovation. I would like us to welcome the faculty of Professor Enzo Adeyemo. You are welcome. You are welcome. Please let's keep clapping. Clapping. Clap now.
Faculty of Nursing Science, Professor Adeyemo, you are highly welcome. So I was going to bring up quantitative research before the week beginning. So I said each of these methods, they have their strengths and their weaknesses. So these are the limitations, the strength of qualitative research. It minimizes the researcher's bias through systematic data collection and statistical analysis. I So when data are randomly selected by hand will be dealt with, and each of the subjects they have equal chance of being selected, and then there's no bias that is associated with it. If they are able to find to be applied to broader population, enhance the external validity of research outcomes, then it provides precise numerical estimates and quantitative relationship between variables for facilitating clear interpretation. The challenge is it may try to capture the depth and richness of human experiences, emotions, and motivation. So this is one of the challenges of the quantitative research method. It is subject to biases, instrument design, data collection, and interpretation, which can influence the result. The result can be influenced by biases. So that is one of the places that is associated with it. Qualitative research method involves exploring and understanding the complex phenomena through non-numerical data. It emphasizes the content in subjective interpretation of our science and meaning within the social context. It focuses on understanding behavior, influences, and perception within their natural settings. Data collection method include interview, focus group discussion, observation, and document analysis. It allows for detailed description. These are the way that data can be collected under this method. It analysis involves technical coding, pattern recognition, and interpretation to gather the outline of the theories. Qualitative research allows researchers to delve deeply into the complex phenomena, uncovering rich insight and understanding the intricacies of human behavior and experiences. It provides a holistic view by considering the context in which phenomena occur, enabling researchers to understand the social, cultural, and environmental factors that influences the behavior. Furthermore, qualitative methods prioritize participant voices. We said that focus group discussion is one of the methods that can be used. So participant voices are prioritized, allowing individuals to share their experiences, perceptions, and meaning in their own words, which can lead to authentic